So I says to myself, you know what, Self? What's up, Self? I actually really liked how the Arkham Asylum redo turned out, so you know what? I will redo the Arkham City playthrough that we did. You know what? That's not a shabby idea, Self. Thank you, Self. You're welcome, Self. Anyway, welcome to Self's redo of Batman Arkham City.
You know me, I'm glad we had this chat.
That's what you think.
I'm so supportive of me.
That's what
Man.
you think. Thank you, Logan.
We shall see where it goes. For now, hey, look at that snazzy little title thing.
Yep.
Welcome everybody back, and welcome Doug.
Hi.
Well, Doug's been there for Arkham Asylum. Why,
Yep.
why are you acting like he hasn't been here?
For City?
No, I'm talking. He was there for when we redid Asylum.
I know, but he wasn't there from when we first did City, was he?
No.
I only assumed because I've been in recording stuff for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
My goodness gracious.
At the time of this, anyway.
Okay, but anyway,
So yeah, we've been busy, banana slamming in the daylight. Now it's time for Batman to do his Batmaning in the moonlight.
Yes.
So just as a couple of a heads up for people,
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Just like the Asylum.
I'm sorry. Donkey Konging by daylight, Batmaning by moonlight.
Having a wonderful time. Anyway, so a couple prerequisites. First off, just like with the Asylum redo, we are recording this through the Arkham Collection on the Switch, which, as a reminder for people that don't own it, I still think that this is a relatively solid way to replay Arkham Asylum and City, provided you don't have another means of recording it, and, you're not a frame rate snob. And second off, just like the original Arkham City playthrough, we're going to be playing through this game on New Game Plus, which, for people who have not played New Game Plus on this, you pretty much keep all of the upgrades and collectibles that you gained from the main campaign. However, enemies will be overall tougher, you'll get certain enemy encounters earlier than you're supposed to in the story, and it's just an overall more vicious time compared to the main campaign.
Well then.
Keep this image in mind for later.
Though you know what, that probably means nothing to a vigilante
Yep.
veteran like yourself.
Well, I mean, we'll see how it goes.
It's kind of funny that we're also recording this on one of my aunt's birthdays today.
Huh. Happy
Aw,
birthday, Auntie.
Happy birthday to him.
How long till
Yeah.
the boss gets here?
He'll be here.
Riley said he saw a bat.
Bat.
Is he here too?
But where?
Arkham City. Why would he
Like,
come here?
you expect me to just turn around and then suddenly I see a bat?
Hell out.
Also, get ready
Well, he's not wrong.
for pretty much every single side character to be voiced by like 3 people, in particular Steve Bloom.
Steve Bloom,
Yeah.
Nolan North, and
Oh,
I'm trying to think. There,
Probably Troy Baker.
And- yeah,
let's
Troy
be honest,
Baker, probably.
Troy Baker.
Most
Also,
likely Troy
huh.
Baker.
So does this re-release includes the full, the Catwoman DLC?
Oh yeah, both the Arkham games on the Switch collection are basically the Game of the Year editions, so it has all of the DLC already installed.
I still find it kind of funny that the only reason the Catwoman stuff wasn't already in the game from the get-go was primarily to fight back the secondhand market.
That was what began the whole disc locked content stuff.
Kind of, because technically speaking, the Catwoman stuff was already there from the get-go. It's just that you needed a fresh copy of the game to technically download it.
Also,
jeez.
really quick as well, people. I apologize if you hear me blowing my nose throughout this. I am not sick or anything, but I did do some cleaning yesterday, so there's a bit of dust that's still in the air.
I gave you allergy meds.
I have the allergy. I took the allergy meds yesterday.
Again, Matt here has been scrubbing Gotham City from head to toe, so, it goes without saying, that's definitely going to cause a lot of sniffles.
After you scrubbed all the floors in Gotham, then we can talk about Mercy. Actually, one more. I almost forgot to bring that up. Another thing about New Game Plus. You probably noticed when we were combating those thugs that the handy, totally not Spider Sense counter thing didn't show up at any point. New Game Plus disables that.
That makes sense.
Right.
Oh,
We have much to discuss. Strange?
huh? You go strange.
Won't get away with
Yep. After having a brief little character snippet in Arkham Asylum, we finally get to see Hugo Strange in the flesh.
Which actually, this game treats it that this is the first time Batman ever met Hugo Strange.
Which is kind of weird in retrospect, but I guess you could just say that, like, when they were, working around Arkham's Asylum, like, they were still trying to figure out how to actually handle these characters, especially if they want to use them for future games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So why? Oh, hang on. So we're gonna learn more about why he was there because if we recall from the redo playthrough, we saw that room that revealed the Arkham Asylum's warden's plans for a bit of an expansion project.
Yep. That goes beyond the island of Arkham.
Basically, Arkham City here is... if you've read the comic called No Man's Land, you might know some similarities. Arkham City is basically taking off probably one of the most rundown sections of Gotham City, isolating it from the rest of the city, and just dumping all the prisoners there. Batman obviously is very wary of that, so he's going undercover to investigate.
Which, by the way, I do like that this game has an original story, but takes elements from No Man's Land. Unlike Arkham Knight, which just straight up takes from No Man's Land.
it took without asking for permission.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like all Marvel
Also, being fair, I know Bruce made it this big campaign to have the whole thing, taken down because obviously this is huge violations of, public rights and whatnot when you really stop and think about it. But I guess there's also just a matter of, I can just imagine him doing this because he's petty that among the parts of Arkham, or of Gotham being sanctioned, Crime City's also there, which, holds a huge place in Bruce's heart, for better and for
Crime
worse.
Alley. Which, to be fair...
Crime Alley, thank you.
Yeah, which, to be fair, slight spoiler, Strange did that on purpose. He wholesale did that on purpose, because if you go to Crime Alley, they re-put the chalk line in, and Strange legitimately, insults you if you go there.
Right.
Dang. Oh, because as we're seeing here, yes, mark that up. Another person who figured out the whole Batman riddle.
Does beg the question, how did he figure that out?
So basically, in the comics, Hugo Strange basically put together a psychological profile of who he thinks is... Oh,
ow.
I swear, keeping the...
Ow.
There we go.
There you go.
For the record, I was hitting the Y button, but I guess the timing was just a little bit stricter in New Game Plus.
Probably.
Default security.
Oh. Try dodging that, Bruce.
But hey, we at least got what we needed. But continue.
So yeah, basically, Hugo Strange put together a psychological profile of who he thought would be the best fit for Batman. And yeah, he eventually deduced that it was Bruce Wayne that fit that profile the best.
Also, hi, Black Mask, who will get a complete overhaul design in Arkham Origins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy!
Don't say they didn't. He didn't try.
I feel bad for Black Mask. Here you see him as a bit role who gets his ass beat up by the Arkham staff, and then you get the prequel game, which tries to give him a little more prominence, only to have that taken away from him, really pretty early on by Joker.
All right.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
So what are the charges that we're arrested for again with?
Yes.
Well, basically, this is just... it's explained a little bit further, but these Tiger mercenaries are basically, under a secret payroll of Hugo Strange, basically hired to get rid of whoever Strange considers a threat to, outing Arkham City for what it actually is.
Oh boy.
Bruce Wayne? Great. Here I was
Oh, hey, Jack.
Hey, creep.
Which, okay, by the way, that's another problem I actually do have with the Arkham universe. They straight up name drop Creeper a couple times, and yet never is Jack Ryder Creeper. We never
Little
see
did not know that if Arkham Knight only did a little bit better, that fifth Arkham game would have had the Creeper featured predominantly. Oh
Hey,
my!
seriously?
No, I have no idea. I'm just like the argument of like it's like, oh my gosh, like I know they had plans, but like maybe they would, and we can't say never just yet. Even though Suicide Squad the game didn't quite
Maybe
work
they just
well.
didn't. Maybe they tried really damn hard to do so, but the executives keep saying no. We don't want that fruity ass vigilante out on the streets again.
Dang. Get off.
Step off.
Okay, did we show off the
Ow.
rooftop thing last time? Hype?
Also,
Oh, what do you mean the rooftop thing?
Like if you look up at the rooftops around now, I believe.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me take care of this one guy.
I think
Even in
Well, yeah,
handcuffs,
looks
you can't
like-
stop a Bruce.
to the right. I think. There.
There he
Oh,
is.
what do you know?
I think Azrael.
yeah, that's Azarel.
On your feet, Ryder. I said get up.
Anyway, just a neat little in context thing.
Oh!
Hey, Cobble.
Ow!
Hey, Nolan North,
That's
that
gotta
everybody
hurt.
was surprised was Nolan North.
Lights out, rich boy.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame him. Like, this is definitely one of his more distinct roles. But yeah, Penguin here, making his grand Arkham debut. Just like in the comics, he is a little bit salty about the Waynes being a more respected family of aristocracy compared to the Cobblepots.
And I still
Also-
think it's, as gritty as it is, I still kind of like the attention to detail that what would normally be his monocle in any other interpretation, it's just a piece of glass shoved straight into his face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was apparently he got into a bar fight and a bottle was shoved straight into
Oh,
his eye. Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
That last hit took a lot out of my battery. Hang on a second.
Will Bruce Wayne be able to escape the ever-devious Cobblepot with a low battery in his brain? Find out next
In
week
his
on
brain.
the greatest episode.
Same bat switch time, same bat switch channel.
God.
Oh,
There we go.
Ow.
careful you call a wimp in middle school.
For real.
Yeah.
We need to fight without handcuffs.
Well, for now we do, yeah.
Good
But
one.
now we don't.
There we go. Now y'all should be scared.
Also, that man,
I'm a-
like his
I'm a
neck is
strong
broken.
man.
His neck is fractured.
Yes.
I fractured his
But
neck.
Batman
and
did
I'm
not
paying
do
for
it.
that.
But Batman did not do it. Gravity did.
Fear me, for I'm Bruce Wayne.
A bad
Fear me,
man.
for I am.
Wait, no.
Fear me, for I am.
But
Gravity.
Fear me, for I am Bruce
okay,
Eccles.
I need to get to higher ground and contact Alfred.
Wait, what about Cobblepot? You can't let him know that we just did all this.
well, hang on. There's actually a reason, because it's an Easter egg that not a lot of people usually do
Oh.
or know about.
That shouldn't have gotten me. God damn it.
Oops. You were saying?
Climb like a bloody monkey. It won't do you any good. I own Arkham City.
I don't think you do.
I shouldn't be saying this right in front of your face, should I? Ah!
Shut up.
Hey.
Yeah, like a lot of people just knock him out right then and there. But if you do leave without knocking him out, he will just start, spewing a lot of idiocy as you're leaving.
Sounds about right.
I mean, what else is a Cobblepot really good at than talking one's ears off?
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
irritating.
welcome
Immediate drop on the roof of the 8th chemical.
So yes, welcome to Rocksteady's greatest. Welcome to Rocksteady's greatest
Greatest
evolution of the
achievement.
greatest evolution of the formula, Matthew, which is that Rocksteady took the concept of Arkham Asylum and gave us an open world.
Also, Jesus Christ, that was like the most depressed sigh I heard from you. That was like depressed and annoyed. It was just like, I'm done with
That was
you
great.
anyway.
Arkham City until I find out what it
Well,
is.
don't you know that annoyed and depressed just means oppressed?
No.
I do
Am
now.
I oppressing
Yep.
you somehow with my puns? I didn't know this, Logan. I guess I oppress you with my puns.
That's
On
how
this
it
very
works,
day,
of course.
Logan loves puns.
No. All right, here we go. Let's suit up.
Good old Batsuit. Still as sleek and thankfully not quite as overstuffed as ever.
And nice,
yeah,
and,
that
and
feels
nice and
good.
toasty for the weather.
Honestly, one of the best designed Batman suits that even, I will say, the one thing I'm going to give the Zack Snyder, like DCU and all that,
Alfred,
I'm
I took
glad
an
that they
encryption
took
key the
from
Tiger.
this suit,
I'm going to
mainly,
hack into
like,
their
in design.
communications.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Let's see what we got.
Again, sometimes the best Batman suits don't overdo it.
Let's see, what's on the radio
All
today?
units, we have confirmation that Bruce Wayne has been arrested by Tiger guards and taken into Arkham City.
Good. To try and stop this situation turning into a damn legal nightmare, I want all GCPD officers to stop taking prisoners to Arkham City. Take them to the GCPD. Take them to the zoo for all I care. Just don't let that maniac Strange get his hands on them.
Yeah, it's kind of
voices,
funny how Strange even got the funding for this.
Who voices Gordon in this one? I forgot.
Vicky Vale. Earlier
David
today,
K.
we watched a dramatic
Thank you.
video of Bruce Wayne being arrested and dragged into Arkham City. So far, the mayor's office has refused to justify this heavy-handed approach to what was a peaceful
Wonder
protest.
why.
What will happen to Mr. Wayne behind these walls? No.
I'm sure we'll find out later. Okay, now to go ahead and get info off the card we just took from the Tiger Guard.
All units, this is Air Tiger 4. We have confirmation that prisoner 4011 is in the courthouse.
You know, I have to wonder if this is all going on live or this is like a pre-recording.
Affirmative. Target is being held.
Otherwise, like if it's,
We believe he intends to kill her.
or what I mean to say is like, is the call going on between the guard and Strange actually happening like on the flyers and pre-recorded? Because if it's like happening right then and there, that's, you know, pretty miracle timing on Bruce's part.
No, it does
Yeah.
not. Mr. Dent's predilection for all things binary may not bode well for Miss Kyle.
If there's one person in Arkham City who knows what's really going on, it's her.
How do you know that for certain, Batman?
I need to find
Yeah.
Catwoman.
Well, I mean, she was in here first, and
I
you
have my
know,
bat
you know,
tickle.
Selena does have a knack of finding out things when she's like patrolling about.
However, I do kind of like how basically, like, this game is fucking 14 years old now. Like, we can say some stuff. I do like how it's like, if there's anybody who knows what's going on, it's her. We get to her, do you know what's going on? Not really.
You're like, hell,
shit.
fine now. Yeah, no, in the
Who
grand
said you're
scheme,
about this-
when you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, but Catwoman's only here because they wanted to have her here. They didn't really give her anything really beneficial to do.
Okay, I know
Marketing.
it's a
What
slip
was
of
that
the tongue.
hang on, really quick. I'm holding my hands up.
What's up?
What were we about to say earlier, Doug?
I was just about to say my bat tingle, but after that thing, I was like, Alfred, I assumed.
All right, back to you, Matt.
No, I know it's a slip of the tongue, but God, I want to know what a fucking Arkham universe version of Catman would look like. Cause Catman
Like,
is a thing.
what, are we talking about TV's Adams West?
No,
No, I
no,
don't think
Catman
he'd be cool
is an
though.
actual villain to Batman.
He is.
Oh, I know he is. I'm just making a joke.
That's fair.
Otherwise,
I
mean, it's either that, or it's the only other Catman that most people of the like 2000s know. Is that TV's Adam West?
Where?
This place is insane. Man, I even saw Bruce Wayne in here earlier. Poor guy's probably dead by now. The name's Ryder. Jack Ryder.
So this here activates a little side mission that's going to pop up semi-infrequently. There's going to be a bunch of political prisoners, like we mentioned earlier, Tiger Guards taking who would be a threat to outing what Arkham City is. They'll be thrown in here, and the guards and all the inmates will obviously want to have their way with them. It is a side mission to find all the political prisoners and save them from when they're about to be mugged.
Also, I'm sorry.
I can't promise that I'll get through. Oh, what's up?
Sorry, these conversations and all that we have, whenever the camera turns back the Batman, I'm sorry, all I could think of, it looks like a Mass Effect cutscene with the, tell me what you know about the Reapers.
Victims personally.
Yeah, it does. It really does feel like that.
I should leave, or I should go.
You may have a point.
I should go.
See what's going on down here.
In fact, we will go.
You know,
Like I said, oh,
I
what's
don't
up?
like that he stared directly at me, even when I was looking. Like it looked like his eyes were completely following me on the ground when you put the camera that low.
Damn. What was I gonna say? You know, before they had their whole, for lack of a better word, downturn in terms of quality assurance, what do you think? How do you think a BioWare Batman game would have fared?
Oh, good question.
I could see it working very honestly. I could see it working like maybe have a few more advanced like combat mechanics since you know, it's definitely more their style with Mass Effect. But I honestly could see it kind of working like the Telltale.
I was thinking that too.
We would zip it out of the city. Damn. Little did we know that Batman had programmed his batarangs to rapid evacuate any citizen from Arkham City, and it just shoots them into the air.
Now you're just giving me a dumb image of one of these goons or guards literally being yoinked in the same way that freaking what's his face? Damn, I hate the freaking guy. How do I never remember his name?
From what?
Well, why'd you describe him, and maybe we can help with the name.
In the Knuckles show, the other guy, Wade. How Wade got yoinked
Wade.
by the motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
When Wade Whipple literally got yoinked by the motorcycle, and he's all like, Knuckles!
I'm amazed that how much you hate that character, you just forgot about him. You just straight up forgot.
Listen, that's how much he hates Wade. He does his best to repress any memory of him.
That's kind of how it feels like sometimes, yeah. Then again, to be fair, it's also like the Sonic movies haven't really been dead set on my mind for the past while, so yeah, it took a bit for the memory to unreveal itself. Kind of the same way that we're remembering that, Two-Face is still here.
And honestly, now that we're seeing him finally in the Arkhamverse, how do you feel about it, Hype?
Decent portrayal of him. I like how they handled the burnt side of him.
Oh yeah,
he's burnt all right.
I do find it interesting that basically he is a combination of, because the movie was big at the time, he's a combination of the Dark Knight's version with like not just the burnt face but also the suit being burnt, and the old like animated version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which is how decrepit now. Oh.
All right, well.
This cord is now.
You know, to be fair, he's had these burn marks for so long. Maybe he hardly feels like anything to him anymore.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I guess I can buy that would probably like numb out some of his pain receivers.
And of course he's trying. And of course he's trying his best to still, be a lawyer at heart somehow. Which also, by the way, which why just right away, like, just pause and look at this. I love the way that this courtroom is designed to be like his lair. Like, look at the roof, the ceiling, and like the statue and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's great.
I mean, who's to say he hasn't been using this place even before this whole place turned to Arkham City?
Could be.
Yeah.
So before I go ahead and try to make mincemeat of these guards, operative word being try, if current performance is anything to go by, the reason Two-Face is having a big display here is that, like, among everything else that's happening in Arkham City, there's a rumor going around that Joker, who last we saw was recoiling from the effects of the Titan injection he had in Arkham Asylum, apparently he's a lot more worse for wear than a lot of people are expecting, with rumors going around that he might actually be dying soon. And every criminal here in Arkham City are hoping to capitalize on it, including Harvey here.
They all sense a power vacuum's about to begin.
And you know what they say about vacuums? They have to be turned off because they cost electricity.
Oh, hey.
Oh, guys, the freaking bat! Run away!
Also, I do love how most of them do run away. Yeah.
Oh, they just bolt. They're the smartest guards. But yeah, continue. Matt. Sorry, continue, Matt.
No. I'm actually going to be a person, but I'm going to be this person. I still think the best Two-Face we have gotten in terms of like how he's portrayed, personally, is the Dark Knight one. Mainly because I don't mind Two-Face having a split personality, but I prefer it when the big bad
50.
Harvin.
You did it. Sorry, back to you.
No, it's fine.
Ow! Ow!
Overruled.
But no, I prefer when Big Bad Harv and all that is not is not a split personality and more just like his anger finally coming out.
Not this one.
I get you.
Time to die.
I vote for a stay of execution.
Ouch!
I'm gonna be real. Maybe a little controversial to Matt.
No gun harm? Shame.
I kind of like the Will Shatner Two-Face.
Oh, yeah, for Batman versus
What?
Two-Face.
Why are you saying that's?
I mean, listen, like,
Why are you saying that's
yeah, I was about to say,
controversial?
like,
Because I feel like
Yeah,
you
I
would
mean,
think
like-
that that's like absolutely antithetical to how the Dark Knight one worked.
No, okay,
With
no,
how
no, no,
silly
okay.
Adam West Batman is. Oh!
To be fair, though, that's the Adam West Batman. I mean, come on. There's going to be ridiculousness there. And also, William Shatner does a fantastic job in that movie, amazingly.
He really does.
absolutely.
True.
Anyone ever tell you that you're
You have a preference on the Two Faces there, Doug?
Help, Selena.
You're right. I think I chipped a nail
Not too
back
much, really.
there.
Funny.
What about on, since she's
what do
here
you
right
need,
now, what about on Catwoman? Like, do you have a preference on, like, which Catwoman you like?
I do like this Catwoman,
That's not
but
what I wanted to
it
hear.
has been a while. But I do like
about
Catwoman in the
don't
animated
trust
show.
him.
Which,
He's
funny
a
enough,
Yeah.
that's going to be one of the shows that me and
And then
Sam is going to
suddenly put in
binge
charge of
once we're
running
done with
Arkham.
the Adventure Time stuff.
Rumor has it he's been working
Sweet.
with Joker.
Nice.
Planning something
Combining
very
with
special
Superman animated and
just
Justice
for
League.
you. Maybe that's Protocol 10.
Can I... Gotta be... I don't know if it's controversial, but I'm going to say my favorite Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz Catwoman in the new one. Because it's Zoe fucking Kravitz, and I love her.
The X.
Oh no, that's fair. She does a fantastic job.
Whoop!
Like, I don't think that's really a big controversy, considering how generally well received that movie is.
Fair enough.
Of course, it's freaking like, of course, it's freaking
place is
scope of light would be a
dangerous.
freaking smiley face.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're expecting a kiss?
Do we actually have to? Actually, it doesn't remind me. Are we gonna have to worry about Deadshot here?
You're not
Yes.
safe here.
Not right now, but we will eventually.
Yeah, Deadshot is... This is where we actually get introduced to Deadshot. That later they retroactively say isn't Deadshot. Fuck you. But yeah.
bullet entered the core.
I like the
Well,
Deadshot in
what we're
Origins.
doing... Well, what we're doing right now is not Deadshot. Like, Deadshot we'll see, like, in a different side mission.
Yeah, no.
But first, right now, we gotta figure out where exactly that bullet came from.
I think Logan just meant Deadshot in general. Is what,
Yeah.
like...
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
fine.
Bullet entered through the window there. Now where did it hit?
And guess what? In this one, they make Deadshot an actual character.
Yep.
Thank you.
But now I forget if I've asked James, with all the re-releases and stuff, have you had a chance to play the Arkham games yet? Now.
I mean, I've played a fair bit of the original Arkham Asylum way back when, and a little bit of Arkham City, but I don't think I've ever beaten either of them.
Okay.
Well, do you
Well-
remember what the furthest was you got with either of them?
Well, I'm pretty sure I brought up with Asylum. I think I got as far as just before the second fight with, just before the actual fight with like Poison Ivy, and then with Arkham City, I don't remember getting super duper far with that one.
Scared, Harvey.
Like,
You should.
honestly, I can't remember
Fate
where
is
I
all that
stopped.
stands in our way. And if the coin says that you're
I'll
tired,
actually
Otherwise,
say,
of anything I'm familiar with the Arkham series is primarily through osmosis.
I'll actually say
Damn it.
this.
By the way, sorry, just real quick. Something I found out by accident. You can accidentally fall in that, and it will instantly kill you.
Well, let's not
I mean,
burn
show-
us.
I'd imagine it would.
That doesn't look like a safe jacuzzi at all.
Well, you know what? Since you asked,
Dude!
Oh,
Such a nice bath.
Yeah!
Now,
Alright.
now can we use the... Please...
and Bowser's out there somewhere's like, oh, come on, it's not that bad.
Jeez, no, I was hoping it would just be him show up like... The fuck was that? Like, you had me. I was tied and upside down, and you just...
To be
it was
Okay.
really that easy.
He
To
just
be
shrugs
fair-
and walks
What
away.
was that?
Okay.
to be fair, the only thing we have to redo this. Okay, sorry.
That's
The-
fine. It's the scanning. It's all good.
To be fair, the only thing that would have made it funnier is if, like, Doom Guy went, or Doom Slayer, when he dies in lava, he does the thumbs up.
Yeah.
And funny enough, if in the new trilogy they still keep that as a tradition.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
Nice.
Now,
Well, no,
can
it started
we-
with
can-
started with the trilogy. To be fair, the new
2016?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Can-
started with 2016.
That's
Can
what I'm
we
saying.
use
The
it-
new stuff.
Will the
Okay.
game allow us to, or like call us out for if we try to use a battering to drop Harvey in there prematurely?
I don't think you can.
Want to try?
See, you
actually-
can't even.
oh,
it doesn't
because-
even
oh,
auto
okay.
aim for it.
I was like, I just realized maybe it's because we haven't even gotten the tutorial for the batarangs yet, like the aiming.
Or,
my friend,
I don't think we.
this.
I don't think of that. I don't think we even have the RC controlled batarang, do we?
Oh no, we do.
Oh, hang
Pretty
on.
much everything that I unlocked in the main story, I get to keep.
Who that?
Okay.
Wait, who that?
Ooh, what?
Oh, that is another somewhat more subdued side mission that will be. Oh, wrong way. Much more subdued side mission that we'll be seeing in the game. You get to visit Calendar Man here.
Hello.
Still,
Was your father a stern man, Batman? Did he make you what you are today? Come back that day and tell me.
No thanks.
Okay, I don't
but
like
no,
you,
yeah.
but,
Ca-
I mean, okay.
Calendar Man actually does have an interesting side mission in this game where, and you mainly have to do, you have to visit him on, like, various holidays. I can't remember how many. I do think 12 holidays. And after you do those 12 holidays, he's gone. He
Yeah.
he
And there's
actually
also-
escapes, which is a very bad thing for this Calendar Man.
There's also like a very subtle one that you can find. Like if your clock is set to the year, like the date and year that Rocksteady was formed, he actually has an exclusive message teasing his involvement in Arkham Knight.
Huh.
Oh, that part I didn't know.
That's actually pretty interesting. Okay.
Sneaky.
Again, a little trickier to do that on the. Well, maybe not as tricky to do on the Switch, but not gonna have hype worry about that. Purely flavor text.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this bit of conversation. They're trying to block the door over there.
Cute.
I mean, what are you talking about? As if I'm gonna turn right around and see. Oh no.
You know what? Replace that line more like.
Hey, Azarel.
Hey, Azarel.
Can we talk to him?
Catch.
What if he does? Oh my god.
He does.
Oh, dang. Got it. Oh boy, souvenir.
I wasn't ready for that power. Hey, Azarel.
I have been watching you, Batman.
Oh, you can
Mysterious
actually
Watcher?
meet him this early. Okay. I thought he'd fucking...
Yeah.
Okay, shit. I thought that he'd fuck off. Oh, we can actually start this early.
Interesting. The Mysterious Watcher.
Yeah. Basically, after certain points in the story, you can actually find him around, and he'll leave these things that you have to scan.
Okay. Wow. Okay,
Well,
that was
number
cool.
one out of I don't know.
It feels like something out of Doom.
It
Yeah,
does,
just
doesn't
leave
it?
a little bit. Alright, so we'll
Also-
leave those goons there to
Slightly.
think that they got the jump on. Oh.
Also, again, showing off the great thing with this game of... The first game was, for all intents and purposes, a Metroidvania. Like,
His
Hello.
shoulders are snapped and fractured. But
Yeah.
yes, it was a Metroidvania, like
Yeah, the
more
first one-
linear, a lot of like closed spaces.
yeah, this one is very much a Metroidvania, or the first one is very much a Metroidvania. This one is 100% a, like, open world,
I'm at
and
the
it
church.
does the open
It
world
looks like
so
Harley
well.
Quinn is inside.
Okay,
I
hang on.
agree.
Type.
Yes, Logan, I will, before you ask.
I want to see if you can pull it off.
Too smart.
Normally, this would be the tutorial encountering specifically, but hang on.
Hi, Harley.
Yeah!
And that's it. We're just like, oh.
I just love the
Like again, that it works because it's just such a pitiful like a gag squeak kind of sound of like, okay, ow.
I mean, I think that specific owl just plays whether you do the regular hit or the counter hit. So yeah, I think I might have hit Harley too hard on the throat, because she sounded a little bit worse for wear in a number of ways.
Oh right,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was the
You knocked the Harleen Sorkin out of her. By the way, rest in peace, Harleen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss her.
Rest in peace.
At the time, Tara
She
Strong
did-
was okay. Later,
Okay,
it
how
got-
about this?
Raven.
This was like her first appearance as Harley. She does a really good job in this game.
Jeez.
In this game, she's
I-
great. It was afterwards when she kind of becomes a
Attacking on
caricature
thugs
of
is
herself.
suicide. I need to disappear. Pick them off silently.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you, Hype, for showing that off. I find that hilarious. And a quick reminder as to why Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is maybe a wee bit unrealistic. Of course, I don't know
For
why
a
he's
number of
starting to
reasons.
ask. Oh, because I don't know why it started to say, like, now it's become unrealistic.
No,
All right.
no, to be fair, Logan, that wasn't even Batman. That was a clone. That's a thing, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, clearly a tail between their legs, like, retcon.
No, I think they planned it, but the game's launch was just so botched because he did, if I remember correctly, he did record lines for like for that later stuff that was going to happen. Also, I love these conversations. Sorry for talking over them.
Sorry,
No, you're fine.
I was gonna say that whole time. Eventually, do one of them just like, hey, could I just pull this and you just die? Oh, okay, that was that easy.
Yeah, it's like, it will get to a point where they're all just like, okay, let's not screw around. On the count of 3, 1, 2, wait, won't Harley be
Also,
pissed
can
if we
you
kill
do-
him off early? Like,
They all
Can you
start
detect-
bickering.
Sorry, can you do detective mode one more time? I don't know if it's in the first game, but one thing I really appreciate whenever in the detective mode in this game, blue and orange. It's complementary colors, and they really do work with each other.
Of course.
Right, I think in Arkham's Asylum, those like goons that were that had weapons on them were red as opposed to orange.
I love that the only way that could have worked as a silent takedown is if you actually shoved your foot in his mouth to gag him. Because like otherwise, like choking, he would still like call out or shout or something. Though you had to specifically stuff in the boot.
I call this a certified boot in the mouth moment.
I decree thee a boot to the head.
That's not good.
we'll worry about him later.
Okay. So hey, here you go, a little tutorial to teach you about all your various takedowns for the Predator segments.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Again, I appreciate how the game like puts you back in the saddle like as fast as they can, like teach you all most of the things you already learned in Asylum.
All right, time for the age-old coconut conk.
Dong.
Never gets old.
There. Yeah.
The room is secure. You're safe now.
Batman, did you release the church goblin?
Church.
I'm sorry, the what?
That was what the snort was. I thought like it just it reveals itself from the organ.
Oh no! One of the gargles is coming to life.
And he's
Now we
like,
need
"Oh
a
my gosh!" Step
Batman
back's like,
villain
"No,
that's
that's just." Go ahead, sorry.
Now we need a Batman villain that's just called the Church Goblin. That's it.
Well, I love the idea of
That
like
would
he
be
comes
scary.
out. I love that he comes out and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" Step back's like, "No, don't worry, Batman. That's Daryl. He works here." Thank you for freeing us. And it's like, "Oh, okay."
You know what? Really quick. You know what? Really quick. I feel like the Church Goblin would be a villain for Terry McGinnis, considering how much I love Batman Beyond. I love Batman Beyond. Every single one of his villains was a ripoff of a Spider-Man.
Found him. He was sitting in the
Who
corner.
was
yeah,
Ink
right.
a ripoff of?
His face was missing. I wrapped him
Mostly.
Just symbiotes in general?
Who knows what's in that
No,
case?
she is kind of like a ripoff of a Hydro Man and Chameleon a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair.
I mean, I guess it's funny you bring that up, considering that for all intents and purposes, Terry McGinnis was essentially just a Batmanified ripoff of Spider-Man.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Right? So, back from Arkham Asylum is Aaron Cash.
Hey.
Hey, Cash.
So, as it turns out, after the whole breakout that happened in Arkham Asylum, it kind of got him fired, and he didn't have any other real means of, like, employment. So now he's relegated to working as security for Arkham City.
Damn.
Hell of a freaking demotion.
There wasn't much work
Yeah.
for an ex-security guard who failed to stop a mass breakout. This is the only work I can get.
Well, the facial models were improved upon a
What
bit.
was Harley Quinn doing here?
A little, yeah.
That crazy
Like, it's definitely not as awkward as it was in the original, where they all just talked like wax figures.
Yeah. Which is funny because, like, a lot of the stuff in Arkham City is technically recycled from Asylum.
That's right. Maybe they just had a better facial tech to work with.
If she's
That
alive,
could be
I'll
it.
find her. You concentrate on securing this church. It should keep you all
Also,
safe.
apologies.
Just, yeah.
Hope you find the doc. Her
No
name
worries.
All good.
Don't worry,
Just,
I'll
yeah,
cut out
poor
all my...
Cash here, like... Not bad.
No,
Just,
you're
yeah,
fine,
poor,
man.
Poor Cash here, like, he got his arm ripped off by a crocodile, got his ass beat down in the asylum when that whole mass break-in happened, and now he's just stuck here as a security, stuck as a security for Arkham City, only to get his ass handed to him once again.
I'm sure things are gonna look up for him eventually. Maybe.
There's the ladder.
I don't think that. I don't think he even returns for Arkham Knight, does he?
No, he does.
He does.
No, he
does?
He got his old job back, thankfully.
Oh, that's good. Wait, how do you get his old job back? There's no such thing as an Arkham Asylum anymore.
It looks like it's
he becomes a police officer
by Joker.
Of course he made a freaking RC sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Good old remote control warfare.
And here we go.
Joker again.
So like we said, he's doing a little bit more worse for wear than he's doing in Asylum.
I mean, supposedly so, if he's not willing to show himself completely. I mean, look at all that overcast.
Yeah.
Overcast, more just like freaking shadows and silhouettes. And... I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little out of it today.
It's all good.
It's okay.
all the time. That's why we do these.
It's been...
Wake up.
when did it ever stop?
Is that
oh dear. Bats?
I was hoping it'd be like a minute.
You know what? I'm calling your bluff, Joker. I know you don't want me dead. You love me too much. No balls.
What did you just say?
I'm sorry.
The hell you said?
Laugh at my boner, will you?
I'll show you how big my boner is.
The only question is, whose body will it be? I know who I'm rooting for. What about you?
I mean, I always gotta respect his love for theatrics.
Okay.
Will he actually blow the place up even if you're still in it, or is it just scripted like this?
I think it's technically scripted.
It's
always wishes to wait for you. He can't kill you just like that.
It's scripted because the timer went down to 0, and yet he was just like, "Are you going to go? Are you staying?"
Lead me right to him.
He was ready.
Chat, I don't think he's gonna go yet.
Can we get an L in the chat for Patsy?
What is he even doing in there? It's been 5 hours!
L for the bats, A dub for the Joker.
He just sends one guy in, just Batman's making a sandwich. He's like, I mean, I saw an opportunity, I had to take it.
He's just standing there. He's just standing there like a nerd outside Target on Switch 2 sales day.
Available soon.
I swear, if I
have you seen the?
Oh, sorry. No, you go. You go.
I mean, have you seen those prices? And they call me crazy.
Oh, you all.
You know what? Random thing. What's your guys' like 2 favorite Joker lines? Because can I give my first 2? Can I give my 2 really quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
All right. First off, when he like works with the Red Skull and learns he's and Red Skull is actually a Nazi, and goes like, I thought that was just a gimmick. I'm working with an actual Nazi. Well, I may be a crazed psycho, but I'm an American crazed psycho.
Crazed psycho.
I love that, and that.
That's a good one.
And then, of course, I think everybody can agree, the best Joker line of all time. I'm crazy enough to take out Batman, but the IRS? No,
the IRS?
thank you.
No, thank you. Like, that one's good, and go ahead, Logan.
No, you first.
All right, well, there's that, and then, I mean, honestly, one of my favorite lines I still quote every now and again is like, I should be dead. Thanks, Happy Pill.
Thanks, Happy
So
Pill.
anyway, so here's the thing. Front door's locked. Everything is guarded around the steel mill, which is Joker's current hiding place here in Arkham City. The only place that technically doesn't have a lot of resistance is the smokestack.
You know, Batman, if you're gonna go in here, you should probably put on an actual honest-to-God mask.
And into the lava.
Oh, don't worry, there's a wire.
Gotta think of it from this distance, shouldn't he be fucking melting?
It's just sweating profusely, at least.
Joke's on you, Joker. I have the bat anti-melting fit.
No, he goes like, joke's on you. I have so much coolant running through this thing, I feel like a goddamn refrigerator all the time.
The bat refrigerator?
Steam from the furnace will boil me alive.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll say,
at least he's not you.
Joke's on you, that probably exists.
Fair. I was gonna say I like the iris slime. That's probably gonna be that was definitely one of my like big ones. The other one I was thinking of recently, just to show that like even with a different voice actor, I think they understood the character, was from Beneath the Red Hood.
Yeah, Under the Red Hood. Yeah, that's a good movie.
The whole like the bit of do you really think I would go through all that trouble and not make sure you knew it was me?
Me? It's like, I'm going to need something to wear and a really big truck. Okay, what else? I'll need some guys. Well, not these guys because, well, they're kind of dead.
I do kind of like the lower voice that he gives him. Just he goes like, I need some guys, not these guys. They're kind of dead.
They're kind of dead. That one freaking, I suppose I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson so you'll be better following his footsteps. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna keep beating you with this crowbar.
With that crowbar.
I do have two in mind. I have two in mind. It, not too big, but it's still, it's a bit of a rent-free in my head. One of them being the fucking, well, that was fun. Who's for Chinese? And, oh god. And I think another one.
Hang on. Before I answer, you go ahead and continue, Doug.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's a plot development point.
And another line. I forgot what it was. It is coming up soon, where he does lean once we fully meet up with Joker.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But yeah, that doctor we just saw. Oh, what's up?
I just saw another line, but you say your line.
Well, not even just a line. I was just answering Logan's
and then
question.
your thing.
That
your
doctor
thing.
we just saw.
I accidentally said line. Your thing.
All good.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So basically, in a desperate attempt to try to get Joker all cured up, Harley's been getting a bunch of doctors from Gotham to try to look into what's wrong with Joker. And let's just say every doctor that has failed to really cure Joker, she's given her own brand of critical review towards.
I just realized something. That Luke there on the far left, he has full visage of you in there.
He's not saying anything.
Yeah.
Remember the wisest of Batman villains. They're the ones that mind their own business.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we see here, even some of the Titan goons seem to have needed like some amputations and medical work to like get off of whatever.
Oh, that is not. That's actually not a Titan move. That's something. That's an entirely different type of move that we'll probably go more in depth with a little later.
By the way, I have one more line. I have one more line. I forgot about this one from the Lego Batman movie. Just one of my favorite. Let me say it, please. But the whole it goes like, I have the greatest villains ever. Not those costumes, cosplaying freaks. These are the greatest, baddest villains you'll ever meet. They're just like me. You want to meet them? No. Too bad.
No.
I just love that. Like, you want to meet him? No. Well, too bad.
He looked like the Joker. Yeah, it was weird. I don't buy it. This is all part of Joker's plan. It must be. He's gonna be fine. He's just screwing with the bat.
Nobody screws with me.
Can I say something? I just now dawned on me.
What?
What's up?
What's that?
I know in a couple of these videos we've mentioned maybe the live action Lilo and Stitch maybe once or twice in these recent.
I don't think we have, as far as I know.
Okay. I'm not gonna linger on too long because God knows I've already had my crash out about the whole thing once. But
we heard every gritty detail.
But like, in one of the promotional interviews for Lilo and Stitch, sorry Jeffrey, I think I was in the middle of a point when you slapped me mid takedown. Anyway,
this is what happens when you interrupt.
For one of the promotional bits, they were interviewing Zach Galifianakis, and he was the one who basically admitted and said that the staff didn't want him to do any accents for Jumba since Zach Galifianakis plays him, and then he says at one point I don't even really do that good of voice work anyway, and I'm like, No, hold up. You were Joker in the Lego Batman movie,
But
and you
to
were
be
fine
fair,
there.
but to be fair, here's the difference. Zach uses his normal voice for Joker, and it actually works in that one. It really does work.
Right.
Whereas with Jumba, it doesn't.
But he claims the fact that he doesn't do good voice work, like in general. But like, I think he did good voice work there.
No, I agree.
Like he could have just referenced that like in his resume at some point. But like,
in the steel mill.
I don't know. It was a very odd press thing.
Of course I
Yeah.
Anywho,
Some of his goons dragged a doctor away. I'm
Just
going to
further
find
proof
him
that
first,
sometimes these
then
people
deal
need to,
with Joker.
do a little better with who they actually hire.
I almost thought that was a goon in the corner holding the heart balloon for you.
Oh no, that's technically part of a side mission that I already took care of in advance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We've already cut out most of the fat for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Mr.
you're welcome for that.
Thank you, Mr. Edward. Well, it was Edward who did that. See?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Now he's become a Red Lantern.
Well, that's pink, so I guess... Well, no, that was more pink, so technically he'd be a Star Sapphire.
God. No, honestly,
Think
sorry, you James.
I need to find a different.
if Riddler was a lantern, what would he be?
I don't know, to be honest.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I would read an Elseworld story about what if Edward Nygma became a Green Lantern, just to keep the
Honestly,
motif still.
You say that, I was thinking he would either be an Orange Lantern, or you saying Red Lantern. He would actually kind of be, like, how funny would it be a pissed off, like, sorry. He's, like, always pissed off, to be fair. So, why not?
Yeah. I think he would be very fitting as a Red Lantern. And you know what? That'd just be all the more reason he'd be angry, because he wanted to be a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
By the way, funny thing, I don't think this was in the original game, but a New Game Plus. This guy sees us. He's trying to warn us that we're about to approach him. But they can't hear him because the glass is too thick.
Are you alright, Matt?
Yeah, I choked a little on my sandwich.
Careful.
Hi.
I was like, now that I'm seeing, like, how many gadgets do they give you at the start of the game?
Oh, a lot of these I technically unlock as the game progresses.
Yeah, welcome to New Game Plus, Logan.
Yeah, well, pretty much has most, if not everything.
Well, in the sense of I was already seeing them like requiring the use of the ice grenade, requiring the use of the like.
Well, the ice grenade was just me cheating.
Oh. He's a cheater.
Oh.
He tried.
What a very pathetic way for a man to go.
Yeah, no, the ice grenade we don't get until way later, to be fair. So.
Alright.
Yeah.
Huh, nice hat. Mind if I take that off your hands?
Hype, this
or
is
your head,
very,
rather?
Hype, this is very rude. You can't do this.
I like it when they scream like that.
Me too. She was one of
Is that gonna connect?
Yes, it will. Hype, this is so rude.
Hey, did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything. Ow.
Oh, he don't look back down.
He's hanging. Oh.
He's hanging by his foot.
Damn.
That's hilarious.
Funny.
Hiding in the dark, huh? You wish.
Was that the room that Abravinci was in that they just opened fire like recklessly in the middle of? Oh, thank goodness she's still alive.
Oh.
I
really my bad.
Oh,
I guess not.
That was the perfect like parabolic loop to swing up into. Sorry, that was funny. That was good. You got this though. You got this. Back. Go ahead, Doug or Matt, whoever's about to talk. Okay, I'll keep talking.
Does anyone else want to have a go?
Anyone else have to leave? Hi, I was in prison and turned into a cow. Can I just go home?
You may be excused.
Anyone else?
No, we're good. We're good.
There really are a lot. There really are like a lot of similarities.
You do it again?
Yzma. Yeah, I may
Why
as
not?
well.
It's effective.
Hey, did you hear that again?
No, I hope I'm not going to hang by my foot this time. Okay, he did it. He made it down.
Yep, no more hung foot.
But no, now I think about it, there really are a lot of similarities between Yzma and Joker and like how they handle things.
Kind of, yeah.
Does that make
Oh,
Gronk
to save
Harley
my-
Quinn?
No, he's not that fascinated with.
No, he would be Bob because even Yzma needed a number one.
Yeah. Hey.
That's really all she could get.
But he would do it. He'd be like, I'll destroy all of Gotham and send a package containing the.
That's fucked. That's fucked.
Oh, don't worry, we'll bring him out.
Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, Joker would be the guy to be like, oh, to save on postage, I could just do, and he would just do another plan entirely.
Yeah,
Please get me out of this thing.
that's what I tried to do.
Can you stand?
Give me a second. What's wrong with these people?
I don't
Crazy
know.
woman thinks
I think they're criminals or something.
What's wrong?
I don't know about
Yeah,
you, but
I don't
those
think they're
dogs
all
are
there.
barking.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I think the rabbits are coming around again, and Granny's dog loves being feral when she sees them.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, that destructive thing that you saw earlier. That's what they look like before you destroy them. One of the side missions that you can get in here is that there's, I think, like 12 of them hidden throughout the steel mill that you can destroy.
Don't you just love that? Don't you just love those uncanny valley treatments that a lot of classic cartoon designs tend to get?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
I need to get out of here. Someone needs to stop Joker.
So I just plugged the thing in the thing, and I just made another thing. Watch me be a genius.
If you hear anyone coming,
Hey, never say that Batman isn't the resourceful type. Like, he just took a lot of empty metal and just applied this remote control thingy to it.
Basically, this puts out an electrical surge that can incapacitate thugs. Depending on who they are, they can like launch them a good ways as well. And we also need them to open up certain types of doors, like this one that we just were in front of. Actually, no, wait, not that one. The one over here.
Ah. Oh, because this little generator thing by the door. Yay. Alright,
So by technicality, it is not a gun.
Has your dog ever successfully captured a rabbit?
Oh no, we don't let them go outside.
Oh, so it's all just in their imagination.
Honestly, in a lot of cases, yeah. Like, there could be, like, literally nothing outside. They'll think there's something outside, and they'll just lose it.
They see dead people.
That's
and
usually the
rabbits.
mentality of dogs.
Fair.
You chicken. Will you two just shut the hell up and
Did someone mention chicken?
any more than you do?
I just had chicken.
Where's chicken?
Then we all jump in.
I just had
had
chicken.
pizza.
Nice.
Nice.
Good takedown. Oh, you at least got off. You got off. That's good.
And I got
Also, I
some
will
more
s-
so I can eat some for later.
Also, I will say, your dog, the dogs remind me of my. So the way you described it, my parents have a dog that's just like that too, where she legitimately will just bark at anything that moves. If it's not a human.
Yeah.
It's the fact
Yeah,
that they
my-
think they're like this like feral wolf, but they're like the most like they would be just completely like pushed over by a breeze.
Yeah,
Well,
my,
okay, I don't think they're that frail. Well, maybe Lola might be that frail, but like they're small dogs. Most of them are small dogs, if that helps to highlight it.
Fair.
I mean, it's usually the smallest dogs that are also they have the most energy to bark their lungs out.
I can attest for
Unless it's
owning
Lottie.
a small- I can attest for owning a small dog years ago, because my old dog used to bark at almost nothing, and more similar to my grandmother's late dog as well.
Aw.
Yeah.
She has a cat now.
Zapper.
Well, more
Zap
cats.
the bitch.
Well, more
Curse.
cats because my gay uncle had to stay at my grandmother's since March at the time of this because he had kittens and he had to adopt some of them.
Aw.
I love kittens.
But my
Also
grandmother did keep
fair,
one of them.
Oh my. Okay. Also fair. I appreciate that they acknowledged it, but the fact that she does like backflip away faster than a lightning bolt, apparently. Oh.
She is an expert gymnast.
True.
You come into Mr. J's home and start
I don't care.
No, I didn't know he was sick.
Ow!
Ow!
Hi, I am the nurse. Don't you know patient is sick?
I give him 5 stars.
Oh, that's
So,
right. One of the
I
best
believe
things
that
about
there is that I believe is one Mr. Hammer.
yeah, heavy enemy, but as I've just showed off, a very fun tool of destruction.
Speaking of tools, I don't want these lying around.
Oh, nice. Good
Nobody beats the hammer.
Oh boy!
By the way, there's 2 of those hammer guys, and they are brothers. You learn.
Yeah, they're conjoined twins even.
Oh, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
explains the arm.
Yep.
Yep, they were Siamese twins.
Dang. I kind of wish, because it doesn't happen all that often, I kind of wish Joker's Goons played more into, like, the... Okay, for lack of a better term, sorry, I know it may come across as derogatory to some. I kind of wish they played more into the, like, circus freak, like, aesthetic of, like, a circus full of, like, unique goons and, like, like minions to work with.
Yeah, like, just imagine one of them's just a very butch but bearded lady.
I mean,
Because apart from Joker...
To be fair, in the... The Killing Joke, his minions were circus freaks in that one.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I punched you like 70 times. When did your body catch up?
Yeah, they're beefy little boys.
Now then.
Measly bad punches can only do so much, but a whole bunch of them, that's another story.
Yep. I think we're too late.
Flatlined already?
Yeah. Joker's already dead, yep.
Get out of my way, Quinn.
Leave us alone, B-Man. Just leave me with him.
I said move!
You know, imagine in an alternate scenario where Batman actually said, okay, then he just walked right off.
Okay. I knew I was being involved, so I walked away.
Jeez, deceased?
Why are you so mean?
Something right there. Oh!
Oh,
Yeah, they
somebody
dressed up.
was...
Yeah, they dressed up somebody to look like the Joker.
Yeah, that is very much in Joker, not gonna lie. Ow! Ow!
Ow!
And in that very moment, Joker changed the Arkham series forever.
Sounds like the detective will be busy with the Joker
You
for
mean-
a while.
What do you mean he changed it forever? It's just business as usual.
Well, as in,
Speaking
like...
of business,
That was a big moment, I think. Anyway, continue.
Speaking of business as usual, now we're going to be starting the next of the Catwoman segments. She's looking to get all of the contraband that Tiger took from all of the inmates here. And she can't do it by herself, so she's going to be needing some assistance to break into the vault. Particularly a fellow siren, if you will.
A fellow, florist appreciator.
Alright.
Or a fellow florist.
No, you're good. No, you're right. You were correct with Florist. You were fine. You got it.
You saying Siren, by the way. Man, I wish we got, like, a Black Canary in this universe. That would have been cool.
That would have been pretty sick, actually.
It would have, yeah.
Whoa! Okay, so how is oh my. So how is open world navigation with how does it feel?
Catwoman?
Yeah.
I'd say it's fairly fun. Like, as you can see, instead of just gliding around, she could be able to scale buildings with like a little QuickTime event thing that you see. Depending on the button press, you could be able to scale buildings a lot quicker.
Only down. Yeah, I mean, it's to make up. It's also to make up for the fact that Catwoman, unfortunately, does not have probably one of the most important features that a Batman can have, being able to glide across the city.
That would help.
Exactly.
So, you know, miles will vary.
Just leaps off. Luckily, I can use the cat's ability to land perfectly on their feet. To perfectly land without any hop.
I don't question the boss.
Exactly. See?
I know. What's Catwoman doing?
Meow.
He did know.
He's just fucked up.
Come on.
So, I noticed that there's a stray cat there. Why do you think? What do you think that stray cat did to get themselves locked up in Arkham City?
I think it's just one of Selena's pets.
They ate one too many.
I know, but
like,
I'm just speaking hypothetically. Like, say if that cat did get arrested on criminal charges.
What say you, Kitty?
Doctor Strange had like one like glass of milk on the freaking counter, and this cat like knocked it down, and he's like, "So you have chosen poorly." And then like immediately like put the cat in cuffs and like take it out of
little tiny cups, but two sets of cups, one for the front legs and one for the back legs.
Exactly.
God.
So yeah, now we have some of Catwoman's utilities that she has exclusive to herself. The caltrops, which basically you throw them around, and anyone that's caught within like its range will basically trip over and fall for a brief bit.
Yeah, basically the ow my footsies approach.
Yeah. And now we have the bolas, basically the closest thing that she has to a batarang.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, Selena, time to find Ivy. Let's hope she's forgiven me. Of course she has. She wouldn't hold a grudge.
Totally.
Yeah,
I mean, it's over. We're talking about.
think she would.
Is this the same voice actress for Catwoman for the whole series of games?
In the Arkham series, yes. And in all the games she appeared in, she's voiced by one Grey Griffin.
Fair enough.
Because, you know, it's still around the same time as when she was really, you know... Name a property that she wasn't, you know, attached to.
There were some... I mean, how to put this? I'm not going to dismiss her nor Tara Strong in that at the time, like, the influence and like familiarity that their names and voices had for this media. I'd like to think that we're entering in a new era of recognizable names and stuff, like now being like signed on for projects.
I'd like to think so.
Every generation gets a couple.
And you know, I'm going to be this person, by the way. I'm not the biggest fan of the show, but I really do think that Kaylee Kiyoko does a great job as Harley in the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah, she's good for what she has.
I think she does a good job of like playing both Harley and Harleen, like when the scenes are needing that for it.
Yeah.
Who plays Ivy?
Ow.
In the Harley show, I forget her name.
Lane check.
Okay. And then I forget. Did that Kite Man Hell Yeah show ever like get off the air or get off get on its legs?
It happened. There was one season. It was Lake Bell plays Poison Ivy, by the way.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's weird in that for some reason it like is canon with the Harley Quinn show, but it's not, because like season 2 had Darkseid as a major villain of the show, and he is voiced by Michael Ironside, and then all of a sudden Darkseid is in the Kite Man show, and he pretty much is just... He looks the exact same as he did in the Harley Quinn show, but he acts completely different and is played by Keith David instead. It's weird.
What? Huh. I mean, on the one hand, I think he's a good Darkseid. I think that's a perfect choice.
No, I agree. But also, I really like Michael Ironside, and also, again, it's just weird because it's like completely different. So,
well, I love the idea of like freaking like what did Darkseid want with a sports bar?
Yeah.
Because that was the whole thing, right? Like Kite Man and his new girlfriend wanted to run a
it was basically
bar or something.
Yeah, it's basically super villain cheers is what it was. So.
My gosh.
Meow.
Oh my! Oh, yeah. That hurt.
Yeah. Also, you might have noticed I was being a little overly cautious in that. The one element of Catwoman that I'll admit is I'm not entirely partial about. She is much more fragile in terms of the stealth sections compared to Batman.
I mean,
yeah, she's not like she's definitely not quite as armored up as Batman usually is.
Well, both armored up and her mobility and stealth isn't quite as flexible.
Which is ironic considering, you know, it's Catwoman.
Hello?
Yeah.
Ivy.
You think stealth would be something she'd excel far more at, but oops. I guess she does still hold a grudge.
Oh, come on. You're not seriously going to hold that against me forever, are you?
You killed them all.
They were just flowers, Ivy. I'll buy you some new ones.
Don't say the
I know
word.
a place that...
Whoop! Every plant life is precious, you bitch.
Dang.
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
Can't we just... Oh, for the love of...
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
So this is how she infects people now.
Yeah. Well, I think she still uses pheromones. She just trapped these guys to be her personal enforcers.
Just in case.
It's this voodoo crap. Kill her for me.
Oh my gosh, even some of the Tyler security goons.
Yep.
You know, I guess when you really think about it, like it's like you look at her, look at the building she's like occupying. It's like, yeah, no, that's definitely a Poison Ivy's lair, but it's also schmuck bait for those that think that they can get an easy kill off her.
Of course. Ah.
You done, Red?
Is that it?
No, we
Not
got
quite.
2 more floors.
Better watch out. The pheromones are starting to rise up.
Sorry. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You
Watch
better
out.
watch
You better
out.
watch
You better
out.
watch out. You better watch out.
It just loops endlessly.
I just love the deli bird animation with that, like the fucking deli bird.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? It'd be random, but that would be another game I would be curious to see if they get. Maybe I don't know how they would do it necessarily, unless they had some connectivity to a like system clock map. But I'd be interested if they managed to somehow put either Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon Channel on the GameCube NSO.
Coliseum's already confirmed.
Coliseum's already
Then
confirmed.
That's all.
What about Gala Darkness?
Also
No.
Gale of Darkness.
Oh,
Okay.
they did? Oh, okay.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
both of them. Yeah.
Then
Yeah, both 3D Pokemon games are going to be on the service.
Yeah.
Channel, I don't know if they're going to put on there or not.
Okay. Basically, I mean, if we want to talk a little bit about that, if that's okay. Hype. The other night, Matt and I we were talking about games that we would like to see brought to the GameCube NSO that were not like directly shown in the thing.
Sure. Any particular ones that you guys have?
I
gosh,
mean,
the ones
I
you brought
had.
up.
First off, Eternal Darkness is a big one.
Of course.
But,
What
was that?
Oh,
list?
I think I mentioned. I mean, it'd be wacky if they put the Resident Evil 4 on GameCube on there.
I mean, they totally could if they wanted to.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, imagine if that actually like gets more like that's enough to actually get the Switch 2 like. That's enough to encourage more Switch 2 sales.
Yeah.
I was thinking, if not that, then like also if, what if they also like to just because they've clearly already been shown to partner with Sega every now and then, like with the Genesis or with the. Yeah, I think it was the Genesis or Master System online thing.
It's Genesis.
Genesis. What if they gave us Sonic Adventure Director's Cut and 2 Battle on the GameCube?
Like a Dreamcast.
Honestly, there's that. Yeah, I was about to say, I figured they could probably do like a Dreamcast NSO.
I mean, okay, that would actually be pretty sick if they decide to capitalize.
Because if not Dreamcast, again, there were the GameCube ports, and oh no.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm thinking too.
So yeah, we're gonna leave Catwoman dangling there, literally, for a little while we check back in with Batman and the Lovebirds here.
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say.
Also, hold on.
Oh, this is
Best
the one
line
I was
in the
talking
game.
about earlier.
No, there's plenty wrong with me.
There it is.
Blood, for example.
Yep.
There's the line.
I
Heck,
love
you don't
that
even
line.
need-
Oh, I love that line too. Just take my blood, for example. I wish someone would. This stuff is killing me.
This stuff is
And, go ahead, Hype.
So yeah, little bit of a ticking time clock here. Joker has infected us with his blood, so now we have more of a reason to want to get Joker cured, so we can be able to cure ourselves as well.
And not only that, isn't it also the fact that we learned that he did also have the plan to also, like, because as you saw there, he also gave his blood to the donor system, so there could be people in Gotham Hospital getting his blood as we speak.
So.
Oh, it's funny you say that. That's exactly what he did.
That's the
Oh my
plot
God,
of
he's saying it.
That's the plot of Arkham Knight.
Emergency rooms all over the city. So that's protocol.
Did we forget about that?
Poison Gotham.
Hold on, sorry.
Expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard.
I love that. Real quick, I love that gasp like animation they gave for him of.
Yeah.
Because apparently now the plot thickens in the sense of not only is Joker done that, and now we are, on a biological clock here, but also the fact that apparently he has no involvement with whatever Strange is doing.
I'm listening.
Nope.
Is someone feeling a little down?
What do you want?
Oh, Bats, cheer up. Won't kill you. Oops.
That's also a pretty good one.
Where's the cure? Who has it?
I had our cold-hearted friend Mr. Freeze making it, but he's gone dark on me.
I'll find him.
I beg you.
Rude.
Like how he does
And now we
that
can
to
listen
put the
in
sim
anyway.
chip in his bat suit. So
Yeah. We'll keep in contact regardless.
Alfred, Joker's poisoned me. He may have poisoned Gotham too. Mr. Freeze has the only cure.
What are you waiting for then?
So if you had Mr. Freeze making the only cure, why the hell were you bringing in doctors and just torturing them to put them into the smelting room?
Well, here's the thing. He mentioned that he did have him working on a cure, but he just went dark on him. We'll find out more about why that's the case in a little bit. So we just had a bunch of doctors try to pick up where he left off, but to no avail. So right now we're gonna have to find Mr. Freeze to figure out how far he's gone with the cure, and see if we can persuade him to do the rest of it. But that's something we're going to have to deal with in the next session. Did you want to say something, Matt, before we stop?
yes, really quick, some GameCube games that Logan and I went over that should be on the NSO. Animal Crossing, the original Animal Crossing, Double Dash, Melee, if they were ever going to do those two, Beautiful Joe, Ikaruga,
Killer 7.
Killer 7, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, there we go.
Yep. Just like...
actually, real quick.
Oh?
Keep listening, because I just remembered one thing that we could see before we end off.
Okay,
well,
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess, I still want
Beyond
them...
Good and
and
Evil.
then we... Beyond Good and Evil, yep. And then we got to talking about how I still would like them to have, like... I still wish they could have, like, some, like, HD versions of, like, Kid Icarus Uprising or Wind Waker HD on the... I hope they can do something for that.
I hope... I want, like, a HD version. Like, if they were... These are not, like, NSO stuff, but, like, full release games of, like, what re-releases, like, they could realistically do. I want a Fire Emblem Awakening. Like, HD. I want that. And then
Oh my
also
gosh, Joker's
a...
not talking to me.
Huh?
No, it's the fact that now Joker's realized that now he's tapped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, there...
You know, actually, I'll do one more thing before we end off. I'm gonna start a particular side mission that we'll go more in depth with later, but I'll at least trigger it for right now.
Okay.
Okay.
But no, really quick, the last one as well. I kind of want a Shin Megami Tensei 4, like, HD version as well. Because I love Shin Megami Tensei 4, I don't want that game to be trapped on the 3DS as well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Rude.
I know.
There's a lot of games I would like to see be free from the shackles of the 3DS, like Kid Icarus Uprising, Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
And they've...
Oh yeah, the Kirby games.
Oh no. Oh yeah, the Kirby games would be... Oh yeah, freaking Triple Deluxe and...
Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot.
Those are good.
Actually-
Those are solid games.
By the way, another thing as well.
Oh, you protected Gotham's future, Batman. Congratulations.
Not 3DS one and all that, but a game I want a sequel. I really want a sequel to. Oh hey, there he is. I really.
Oh hey, Bane.
Yeah, I really want a sequel to ARMS. Like, dear
Yeah.
God.
Would be nice. Oh, if they were ever to do a sequel, though, I kind of hope they do a little more with the idea as opposed to just being a simple like.
Same. Also, there.
Aw, poor Mr. Bear.
But no, there was
Hey, you alright,
also
man? What's up,
a.
man?
Oh,
Surprised to see me, Batman.
Oh, you can keep talking.
A little.
no, there's a.
Last time
By the
saw
way, I
you were
really
wrapped
do
around
like
the
this
hood of my
design.
car.
You knew it would not.
But no, there's
It's also
a.
actually sorry, finish.
I'm in no mood for a fight.
No, it's fine.
What are you doing?
There is a hint that we could be getting more arms in the future because Nintendo recently released a video of a new carrying case you can get for the Switch 2. Which is like a bunch of like literally instead of just the Switch 2 itself, the entire console, like on the go and all that. And they showed a compartment you could put the games. And one of the games they showed off putting into the compartment was arms. I'm like, okay, I hope that's at least somewhat of a hint that we'll get more arms. Of course. But we'll see.
Each container has a radio beacon built.
Okay. I would say here, I was gonna say, I think Matt would be happy that I think here, compared to how he's in the other games, Bane is kind of cranially sensible again.
Hooray!
Yes and no. You'll see no why, but to briefly summarize what's going on here, when Bane made it to Arkham City, he found out that there were still containers of Titan still in Arkham City, and we pretty much agreed to help him find and destroy all of the remaining Titan things. There's 12 of them in total, however, we only have to worry about 6 of them that are spread throughout here.
Okay. I mean, it's...
Thankfully, they're all in the bottom half of Arkham.
Yep. I mean, hey, it's nice, nice to see that Batman's, peanut gallery of villains, like, they're not, like, most of them aren't, like, far gone. Like, they'll collaborate and understand what the greater good is sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Even if more often than not, it's purely for their own mutual...
They're all selfish, but thankfully sometimes they're selfish with us. I don't know.
The old GCPD building.
So yeah, this is where Freeze is currently hiding out, at the abandoned Gotham City Police Department, likely using the forensics department there to make the cure. But we'll figure that out a bit later. For real, we are finally going to go ahead and end the session for the day. So join us next time as we get a talking to Mr. Freeze about how we're going to get Joker cured.
Alright, same Batman time, same Batman channel, everybody.
I'm dying over here.